we're going to talk about some important accessory muscles just like what we did with the inlet. You have a muscle. If I flip my inlet around on you guys, so now my right is your left. So this is your left AIC pattern. You have a muscle here that attaches here, and it goes down and attaches on the back of your femur. A lot of us learned that our left hamstring helps us to bend our knee, and it helps us to extend our femur. But our hamstring also attaches to our ischium. And if you want to get me on my soapbox for about a half an hour, please do not overstretch hamstrings. Because we can appear to have tight hamstrings if my outlet isn't in the right position. And my hamstring is going to help to pull my ischium into flexion. And if I pull my ischium into flexion or my outlet into flexion, my inlet's going to go into extension. It attaches back here. If you take a hamstring and you overstretch a hamstring, what's going to happen? It's going to get weak. It's just like a rubber band. If you stretch and you stretch and you stretch a muscle's going to get weak. And if you overstretch a hamstring, it's going to allow your pelvis to do what? Fall forward. We like straight leg raises that are at 90 degrees. That's a Myokin thing, but I have to talk about it a little bit because it's going to influence your outlet position. You've got it, your hamstring is going to help out with ischio-pubo external rotation. It's going to help pull my ischium. It's going to help to flex it, externally rotate, and abduct it. And if I do that with my ischium, it's going to help to pull my inlet back into iliopubo internal rotation. So if you pull out your brown crayon, here's your hamstring. Here's where it attaches up here on your ischium. It comes down here on your femur. Pull out your brown crayon and go to page 4 and color the attachment side of your hamstring brown. I'm talking a little bit about myokin, but remember your pelvis integrates with the thorax and it also integrates with the femur. You have another important accessory muscle that's going to help to adduct your femur. And if I adduct my femur, I'm going to help to do what to my outlet? Abduct it. It's going to help put it more in an abducted position. So my left ischiocondylar adductor muscle also attaches in my outlet. And that muscle is going to help to adduct my femur. And if I adduct my femur, it's going to help put my outlet in a position to abduct it. So it's going to become a very powerful accessory muscle with treatment. So if you pull out your red crayon, I want you to color the attachment side of your adductor red. You're coloring your left adductor red, which means adduction. You colored your left obturator and your iliococcygeus green, which means abduction. And you colored your left iliacus red. So we want left femoral adduction. We want left outlet abduction. And we want left inlet adduction. But remember, what do you have to go after first, you guys, before you get a frontal plane? You got to reset the sagittal plane first. If I can't pull my inlet back on the left, you're never going to get a frontal plane. Remember, it's pulling forward. It's going into flexion. So if I can't pull my left inlet back into extension or my outlet back into flexion, you're never going to allow your iliacus and obturator internus and iliococcygeus to get frontal plane control of an innominate bone. And your patient will never get their left calcaneus to sit on that seat. It's being pulled here. They can't feel it. They've got to be able to pull back. Do you see how my ischium can now sit on the seat? But if it's being pulled forward, they can't feel it. It's not an optimal position.